A house on one side of the street pays $1,800 a year for home insurance. The identical house across the road pays $3,100. Same zip code, same carrier. The difference is one phone call. Most homeowners open the renewal letter, wince at the number, and pay it anyway, assuming the price is fixed. Set somewhere in a spreadsheet they will never see. But inside that same insurance company, there is a separate spreadsheet, a list of upgrades that quietly shrink the premium, sometimes by hundreds of dollars per year. Insurance companies are not required to tell you what is on that list. Almost none of them do. Today, we go through it line by line. Insurance premiums for American homeowners have surged at a pace few could have predicted. Over the last 3 years, the average cost of home insurance in the U.S. jumped more than 30%, with annual increases compounding: 5.4% in 2022, 11% in 2023, and another 11.4% in 2024. But these are just the averages. In certain states, the numbers are far higher. Florida, California, Louisiana, and Texas stand out as the epicenters of the crisis. In Florida and Texas, premiums have risen over 55% since 2019. California matches that figure, while Louisiana's rates have climbed more than 30%. In Florida, the average homeowner now faces a bill of $10,240, nearly triple the national mean. Insurers point to hurricanes, wildfires, and climate-driven disasters as the reason for these rate hikes. They exit entire markets, drop tens of thousands of policies, and blame the weather in press releases. But inside the underwriting departments, a different logic unfolds. There, the risk score for each home is not just about the state or the zip code. It is about the roof overhead, the material, the age, and the last time it was replaced. While the headlines focus on climate and catastrophe, the true lever sits much closer to home. The roof, unlike the weather, is something a homeowner can control. And for those who know to ask, it is the first place where the numbers can start to shrink. The path to lower premiums does not begin with a storm. It starts with what is right above your head. Insurance companies rarely mention it, but the roof is the single most powerful lever in the entire home insurance equation. For most carriers, the age and type of roof drive more of the risk score than almost any other feature, often accounting for 20 to 40% of the premium calculation. Once a roof crosses the 15-year or 20-year mark, insurers start adding surcharges, limiting coverage, or even refusing to renew. Asphalt shingles are the most common target. A 17-year-old roof in Texas or Florida, for example, can trigger a 15 to 25% hike or a downgrade to actual cash value coverage, reducing any future claim payout by thousands of dollars. But there is a loophole buried in the fine print. Install a new roof, especially one with Class 4 impact-resistant shingles, and the math flips. In hail-prone states like Colorado and Texas, a certified Class 4 roof can drop premiums by 10 to 30%, sometimes more. The savings are not theoretical. A Fort Worth homeowner with a $3,500 annual premium saw it cut to $2,600 after upgrading to Class 4, verified with a contractor's invoice. That is $900 a year back in their pocket. With national roof replacement costs running $10,000 to $20,000, the payback period can be as short as 2 to 5 years, especially when factoring in resale value and avoided surcharges. Roofers know this game well. One contractor in Denver calls it the roof payback, a calculation he runs for every customer, showing exactly how fast the upgrade pays for itself. The numbers are real, the credits are documented, and the only barrier is whether a homeowner asks for a reassessment. Insurers will not volunteer the discount. For those who do ask, the savings are hiding in plain sight, right above their heads. Electrical panels are the next silent trigger buried in the fine print of home insurance. For decades, millions of American houses were built with panels from Federal Pacific or Zinsco. brands now infamous among electricians for their dangerous track record. These panels, installed in homes from the 1950s through the 1980s, are notorious for failing to trip during overloads, turning a minor short into a full-blown fire. Insurers know the numbers. Homes with these panels are flagged as high risk, and the penalty shows up right on the bill. Carrier filings confirm it. Just having a Federal Pacific or Zinsco panel can add 15 to 30% to your premium, or even get your policy declined outright. For a $3,000 annual policy, that is $450 to $900 a year, gone. Electricians see this pattern every week. An electrician in Dallas says that replacing an old panel with a modern 200-amp upgrade does not just make the house safer, it wipes away the surcharge instantly. The fix is straightforward. The savings are real, and the only catch is that insurers rarely mention it. If you do not ask for a reassessment after the upgrade, you keep paying the penalty. Most never realize it is there. While the industry blames the weather, the real risk and the real solution often sit quietly behind a metal door in the garage. Polybutylene pipes are the silent hazard running through millions of American homes, yet few homeowners realize the price they are paying for them. Installed from the late 1970s through the mid-1990s, these gray plastic pipes were once marketed as a cheap, easy alternative to copper. But insurance companies have a different view. Polybutylene is notorious for failing without warning. Chlorine in municipal water supplies can cause the pipes to become brittle and burst, turning a small leak into a $50,000 claim overnight. Insurers track this risk closely. For homes with polybutylene, a 15 to 25% surcharge is quietly tacked onto the annual premium. On a $3,000 policy, that is $450 to $750 a year, every year, simply for having the wrong plumbing hidden behind your walls. Plumbers see the fallout firsthand. A plumber in Atlanta estimates he is called out for polybutylene failures at least twice a month, each time finding water damage that could have been avoided. Replacing the pipes with PEX or copper eliminates the surcharge and can even qualify the home for a new construction plumbing discount, another 5 to 10% off. But none of this happens automatically. Insurers rarely mention the penalty and almost never offer the discount unless a homeowner pays for a $200 inspection and requests a reassessment. The risk and the savings are buried in the walls, invisible until someone knows to ask. Stacking discounts is not a marketing gimmick. It is the math that most insurers use behind closed doors. In Phoenix, a homeowner with a base premium of $3,200 started with a new Class 4 roof, cutting the bill by 25%. Next, an upgraded electrical panel cleared another 15%. A smart water shutoff valve reduced it by 8%. Security monitoring saved another 10%. The final bill was $1,740. That is a 45% reduction, fully documented in carrier filings. This is not a rare outcome. Yet fewer than 12% of eligible homeowners ever claim the full stack of discounts. The majority renew at full price, unaware that upgrades like smart water shutoffs, monitored smoke detectors, or reinforced doors each unlock their own credits. Device-based discounts alone range from 5 to 15% per device, and they stack with other upgrades. The math compounds. One improvement unlocks the next, shrinking the premium with every step. Insurers do not advertise this, but the savings are real and legal, and they are just waiting for someone to ask for a reassessment. A homeowner who's done the work, new roof, modern panel, smart shutoff, doesn't have to accept the renewal price at face value. The playbook starts with a simple, direct request, a midterm reassessment, documented with receipts and photos. An independent agent can run the numbers using the carrier's own underwriting guide. On page 11, the guide spells it out. A certified Class 4 roof earns a 25% credit. No ambiguity, no asterisks. Yet when the call is made to the insurer's representative, the script often shifts. The rep may sidestep, offering vague references to regional risk or bundling, but rarely volunteers the full stack of credits unless pressed. The homeowner reads directly from the underwriting guide. It says here a new Class 4 roof qualifies for a 25% reduction. My invoice is attached. Can you confirm my premium will reflect this? The rep pauses. Sometimes they acknowledge the discount only after being confronted with the exact page and policy language. Other times they redirect, asking for more documentation or suggesting the discount is already included without breaking down the math. The confrontation isn't hostile, but it is unyielding. The facts are in black and white. The only question left is why so few homeowners ever see them. Today, United States insurers blame soaring premiums on climate, while quietly offering 20% to 45% discounts for upgrades like new roofs or electrical panels. The real loophole is not in the law, but in what most homeowners never think to ask. The price isn't set unless you let it be.